You're not just a machine that runs. You know you're running. You're aware of yourself. You don't just exist. You experience. You ask questions. You imagine possibilities. You reflect on what's right, what's beautiful, and what matters. But there's this. If your brain is just chemicals fizzing in a dark skull, why is there something home in there? Why are you not just a reaction, but a person? Think about your mind like a movie theatre. Your senses bring in the sound and images, but who's watching the film? That's you, your consciousness. Now here's the thing. We can measure the projector, the brain, but we can't explain the screen, the inner experience. Science tells us how neurons fire when you taste chocolate, but it can't explain why there's a taste at all. Neurons don't taste, molecules don't feel. This is called the hard problem of consciousness, because we're not talking about behaviour, we're talking about the first person experience, the part of you that says, "This is happening to me." It's like trying to find the music by dissecting the radio. You'll see the wires, but you'll miss the song. Now imagine a vending machine. You put in coins, press a button, and it spits out a snack. That's what materialism says your brain is. Input in, output out. But a vending machine doesn't know it gave you chips. It's not aware. If that's all your brain is, who's choosing? Who's thinking? If your thoughts are just chemical dominoes falling in your brain, then every decision you make, every belief you hold, wasn't just chosen, it was triggered. It's like saying your opinion is true because of how your coffee spilled. If the cause is random, the result has no meaning. You can't trust your reason if it's just an illusion caused by neurons. Here's another analogy. Imagine you walk into a room and see a message on a whiteboard. You are not alone. Would you assume the marker wrote it by accident, or would you assume there was a mind behind the message? Now think about your own mind, your thoughts, your ability to reason. That's the message. So who wrote it? You can't get language from static, you can't get poetry from an earthquake, and you can't get consciousness from chaos. An alternative explanation is this. Consciousness came from consciousness. Our mind came before yours. In the same way that a painter leaves part of themselves in every brushstroke, you were made by a greater artist, one who is not bound by matter, but gave you something more. If this is true, it changes everything. You're not a glitch, you're not an accident, and you're not a brain pretending to be a person. You are a mind, a soul, a self, and that means the universe isn't silent. It's speaking through you, your thoughts, your conscience, your longing for truth. They are like breadcrumbs leading you home, because behind this physical world, there may be a deeper reality, one where mind is ultimate. And if that mind is personal, then maybe, just maybe, it made you not just to exist, but to be known. Next time, we'll go even deeper. If consciousness points to a mind behind the universe, what does that mind want? If my content is your cup of tea, then subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See you later.